You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy? You ready?
Here we go.
What up, everybody? Welcome into the NBA OG betting show. We're minus Dutch right now, but he could still be sliding through very shortly, so we'll be on the lookout. But it's good to be with my guys right here. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed Thanksgiving. Wham Bam. I know. I mean, you told me a little bit. I know how boss get down. I know you had some good food over there.
Yeah, bro. I had some real good food. I had some smoked turkey, some of them yams, some good potatoes, some, the whole gravy situation, all that, good drinks. And I fell asleep, bro. I mean, how many of y'all had nights out there? I know I fell asleep. It was over for me. But I'm glad to be back here with my brothers. We got Black Friday slate here for the NBA card. Very interesting card right here. So I'm looking forward to seeing where we can take advantage. We already started off with the Hornets first quarter. I did tweet that out early on, starting off with money in my pocket. So I'm trying to keep it going.
Let's keep it going. Babano, did you enjoy yourself yesterday? How you doing?
Yeah, here in Canada, just another day. It's American Thanksgiving yesterday, known as Thursday here. So yeah, that's pretty much what it was at. But it's funny. I did have a little turkey roll for dinner last night because I just cannot deal with all the turkey and turducken that I'm seeing on the television, watching all that football, and I get that turkey craving. And I'm like, if I don't have some turkey lined up for me for my dinner last night, we're gonna have some trouble. It's not going to be it's not going to be enjoyable. So we still had a little slice of turkey for dinner, but it was a good day overall. It was a really good Wednesday. It's been a good week, actually, in the NBA betting-wise. So see if we can end the week with a bang.
Let's do it. End the week with a bang. We'll start off with shout out to the people in the chat, too. See y'all as well. Hopefully y'all had a good Thanksgiving, too. Dia out there, Itachi out there, G. Farrar, and Cashville Rican. Appreciate y'all tapping in. We'll start off with Pelicans and Grizzlies. This one opened up Grizzlies minus 10. They're now a 12-point favorite, and the total skyrocketed from 224.5 up to 232. Injury report here. Ja, game time. No Edie, no Gigi Jackson, no Vince Williams. For the Pelicans, I mean, I'm getting tired of this injury report, but no Zion, no Herb Jones, no Alvarado. You have Trey Murphy, Ingram, Hawkins, and Kane all questionable. So I got to come to you first, Babano. That in the last show, you said fade the Pelicans, take the Raptors, and it wasn't even close. I mean, you did get Ingram and Trey Murphy rolled out, but it was still pathetic. So another game for the Pelicans on the road where they've been terrible. What do you think about this game today?
I think I've said this damn phrase every New Orleans game, like the last 5 or 6 we've done on this show. It's lay it or don't play it, man. There's no way you can touch this Pelicans team. I actually did lay it with Memphis. I laid 10.5. It's up to 12 now. I still wouldn't take New Orleans plus 12 points in this game. I mean, that defense was, and look, I like Toronto. They're fighting. They're trying. Toronto is giving effort. They're not good. They find ways to lose, but they gave effort. They give effort. They play hard. And they just outplayed New Orleans. I mean, that was a team that wanted it more. The Raptors. It was pathetic from the New Orleans. I thought the Raptors would compete, have a chance to win a close game. I didn't think they were going to blow them out like that. It was embarrassing for the New Orleans Pelicans. They're a horrible team right now. They're decimated by injury. They're getting blown out by double digits the majority of these games of late. And Memphis is on a heater right now. 4-0 straight up, 4-0 against the spread, winning outright against the Sixers as a dog, beating down the Bulls by double-digit wins against the Blazers and the Pistons. Memphis is feeling it right now, and I don't know if the Pelicans have the manpower right now to keep this close. So once again, fading the Pelicans, I laid the doubles with the Grizz. Grind City, baby.
Hey, I can't talk you off. The Pelicans have covered 1 of 9 games on the road so far this season. Wham Bam, is there anything that interests you between Pelicans and Grizzlies?
Yeah, no, it has to be the Memphis Grizzlies only here in this game. They've been covering first half and going over their team total over the last 10 games. 8 out of the last 10 games in both of those regard first half ATS and team total over. I could only go in the team total direction because this team is just giving up points as far as, and this team has just been scoring. I think they're averaging about 130 plus points over the last 3 games Memphis has. And this team, in the Grizzlies, they've been giving up points. So I just think that it's going to be a little bit better off for the Memphis Grizzlies, especially early here. I just think that the 7 is kind of outrageous. I'm not trying to lay a 7 in the first half. It's kind of more than the full game spread. So obviously the books caught on to the first half trend with the Grizzlies. I'm gonna just stick away from that. Take the team total over 122 and a half, and then possibly get some better numbers here. I think they could get a little bit better number live with this Grizzlies team. So probably not going to take the side in anything like that.
Right, Clippers and Wolves. This one opened up Wolves minus 5.5. Still, I mean, there's -6 is the consensus right now. The total looks like 213. As far as injuries are concerned, for the Timberwolves, no Joe Ingles. For the Clippers, you have Norman Powell, game time decision. Kobe Brown out, Kawhi out, PJ Tucker out. This one is tough. Very, very tough. I'm going to go back to you, Babano, again. The Timberwolves, I mean, I wasn't high on this team to start the year. You know, we all know. I mean, most people know. It's I didn't like that trade that they made. You hear Anthony Edwards talking now saying they don't even know what their identity is. Their identity might be being soft. It's not a lot of good things coming out of that Timberwolves camp. This one, you know, an easy fade of the Timberwolves, or what do you think, Babano?
I like the Clips here, +6. I took the Clippers +6. The big good underdog, other than the Boston game, and that was, going into the Boston game, I mentioned kind of liking the Clippers there, and they got destroyed by 32 by Boston. But Boston's Boston. You know, that's one of the best teams in the NBA, defending champions. It was just a rough night for them. It was. But prior to that, as an underdog in particular, this team had been really good in the dog role. And, you know, they bounced back strong after the Boston game. It was Washington. I get it. But we came back. We laid the points with the Clippers against Washington. They took care of business against the Wizards. Minnesota's just a disaster right now. You know, 0-4 straight up, 1 point spread cover during that span. So it's hard to lay points. And by the way, their last 2 victories against Phoenix and Sacramento, a 3-point win and a 4-point win. Does that sound like a team you want to lay 6 with? I mean, there are only 2 victories lately, on 3 and 4 point margins. So for me, pretty straightforward. Clippers +6. I don't like what I heard the other night out of Anthony Edwards. He basically ripped a fucking seam right off the team after that performance with his scorn, with his very, very emphatic comments of negative criticism toward the whole team and the way they're not committing to playing as a team, especially defensively. So it's not a lot of cohesion right now in Minnesota. So I'm okay taking the points here with the Clippers.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, Timberwolves as a favorite of more than 2. They've covered 3 of 11 games. Wham bam. You getting a haircut today or what?
Man, this is tough. It's tough to try to back the Clippers right now, bro. I don't want to do that at all. This was one of those games I didn't want nothing to do with at all. And it don't seem like you guys have anything, you know what I'm saying, on any side here as well. So I was going to consider this a backwood for sure. I did consider Anthony Edwards over points. I think maybe you just take it on your own, try to score as many points as you can in the next game after doing all that. So that was the way I was thinking here. Maybe him going over 26.5 points is a good idea here, but it seemed like an under game. I'm just so conflicted. So it's a backwood, bro. But it's kind of exotic because I do like Anthony Edwards.
That was exotic as hell,
I do
man.
like Anthony Edwards. I'm not gonna lie. I do like Ant.
That was too exotic right there.
I'm just saying.
All right, we're gonna go to Orlando and Brooklyn. And this one opened up Orlando -4.5, 7.5 favorites now. Totals come down about 7 points from the opener. As far as injuries, still no Banchero, and Gary Harris is out. For the Nets, I mean, damn, Cam Thomas, Sharp, Schroeder, Martin, Clowney, Bogdanovich, all out. Jalen Wilson, Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Claxton, all game time decision. It's tough to back a team where you have no idea who's even going to be on the court. Orlando, they figured out, how to play without Bankero. They're still going to play defense. I would think it's Orlando or the under. I'll ask you first here, Wham Bam. Is this a player prop game or how you attacking it?
Yeah, this is where I would want to go back to where I was thinking with our guy Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs did play pretty well last game, shot pretty well. It seems like his numbers starting to creep back up towards the 16. It got all the way up to 17 and a half, but right now it's at 15 and a half. So we're starting to see him get back up to 16. I think once he gets to 17 and a half, that's where we can stop messing with him. Right now, I think we do got a good shot to go over his play. But the guy here, if you're thinking about player props, bro, I like taking a shot here with this boy, Goga Bataze, man. I've been hit or miss with his double double. Is at plus 300, plus 400. It's been pretty much creeping up around there. This is giving me one of those games where I can see him getting 10 rebounds and 10 points. He's been pretty much a lob threat last few games. So I like go by Bataze, just a little sprinkle there with the double double, but nothing official too big here in this game. But I do like this game player prop wise.
Up, you're muted, Skee.
My bad on that. I was saying to you, Babano here, the Magic have been good as big favorites of 7 or more, 6-0. Nets as dogs of 7 or more, 9-2-1. Which one wins out tonight?
Yeah, this one is one where it's a little trickier for me. I like Orlando's form. I really don't feel like I'm rushing to step in their way right now with the way they're playing. But Brooklyn was kind to me the other night at Phoenix. I didn't expect them to win outright, but they did. 127-117. Really like the effort this team. They compete. They're like a little bit like Toronto. These two teams aren't very good record-wise, more so Toronto, but they play hard. Brooklyn, same thing. They're 9-10, but they play hard. That's why they're 13-5 against the spread. Like, we got to acknowledge they've been a good point spread team this year, the Brooklyn Nets. But Orlando's playing on one hell of a super high level right now. I mean, 4 straight wins, 4 straight covers, 3 of them by double digits. You know what I mean? It's kind of bet on versus bet on. So no bet for me.
All right, we keep sliding down the list. Next up, we have Pistons and Pacers. Opened up 6.5 point favorites for Indiana down to 5.5. And the total looks like 229.5. Injuries for Detroit, we have Cade, game time decision. Same can be said for Tobias Harris. And then still without Nembhard, Neesmith, and Shepard for the Pacers. Babano, I'll slide back to you again. Pacers, I mean, is it just as simple? I mean, they lay more than 5, maybe. Like, we just go the other way. They have not. Like I always say, if you can't get stops, how can you win by this big margin? Has to be Pistons from your past. What do you think?
You're right about that. There's no question. It's, for me, very difficult to lay points with Indiana right now with what we're seeing from them. They've obviously had some key injuries that have hurt, and really you can trace back the struggles to those, but also the lack of defensive, awareness and effort, that we're seeing on a regular basis. It's not a team I'm looking to lay points with. I did take Detroit here. Not a big bet, but I do like for Detroit that they're coming off a whipping at the hands of Memphis, 131-111 in their last game. Meanwhile, you have Indiana off 3 straight wins. The last 2 they didn't cover. They won by 4 against a decimated New Orleans team, which really looks bad based on what we've seen from the Pelicans since then. Then the 7-point win against Portland. So not exactly convincing efforts. Detroit off a loss, catching points. Indiana off a win, laying points where they've not been good. It was enough to get me there with Detroit, but I got a better number. I think I got 6. Well, it hasn't moved too much, 5.5, 5. I could still endorse Pistons at this number.
All right, Babano says we still good with the Pistons on plus 5.5. Wham Bam, do you agree?
I wouldn't say we're good all the way that I want to jump on the Pistons here. But I do think that they're going to be feisty here. I think that they're going to be feisty. I'm going the a player prop on the Pacers side though. It's been Mathurin. Mathurin has been playing pretty well for me as of late. It's been actually last 3 games has been a little bit more spotty than most, but I've been losing with it. He did get us to the money last game. I'm going back to the well with the over 1.5 threes at -130 with Benedict Mathurin. Going to get at least 5 to 6 attempts. So I think he could get that in this particular game here. This is a high total for that purpose. I think it is going to be. It has to be an up and down game for this Pistons team. So I think they can fight here. So I do agree with the +5. I do agree with the +5. It's just that I don't want to jump on it with this here. So neither here nor there, because there could be like one of those games that Dutch would come out here and say this is levels to it, even though he don't like Tyrese Halliburton. I can't even say his name because
He might have got his powers back now, though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He actually passing the ball again now. He passing the ball again now. You know what I'm saying?
He got that special Space Jam sauce back, and now he's good.
back to double doubles again. That's why. You know what I'm saying? But, so yeah, I mean that's the reason why I do like Benedict Mathurin as well, because they're allowing him to get more of those shots too. So that's something that I was going to allude to too. So that's the only thing I like in this game that I'm going to put as official play. So Benedict Mathurin over 1.5 threes, -103, -130. I'm sorry.
All right, Mathurin, threes for Wham Bam. And we got Dutch here to let us know. I mean, good to see you, Dutchy. Wham said you might think it's a levels kind of game right here. What you think?
Yeah, man. So you just call that motherfucker Scooby Doo.
There he is. Yep.
And you be straight, Wham. You don't gotta fuck up. It's Scooby Doo, that motherfucker, man. Yeah, he getting okay though. I can't lie to you. Skee right. I said it though the other day. He's starting to shoot a little bit better. He's shooting less, and less is more with that motherfucker. Believe that. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This the first game?
Nah, we've been through this game, Orlando, Brooklyn, Clippers, Minnesota, and New Orleans.
Our 4th game.
Oh shit, that motherfucker's flying. Yeah. This game, man. I don't really know acting because I believe our boy's still out, right? So I can't really fuck with him. K's still out, man. Detroit's our money making team. They're the grimy motherfuckers. You know, they got talent. Durant rebounds, been cashing, kind of stayed off of that the last couple. But yeah, I really like Detroit. I just can't do it without without Cade here. But no way I'm laying with Indiana. I don't trust Indiana whatsoever. I think they're absolutely soft. You know, they're soft. I still kind of sit back and think, how the fuck did they do all that last year? But they did. And teams are not overlooking them this year, and we're kind of seeing what they really are. So I lean Indiana. Excuse me, I lean Detroit here, but no bet for me without Cade. You know what it is, Skee. No Cade, no bueno.
I feel you on that.
How about Minnesota and Indiana, conference finalists from last year, and right now they're both a mess, and you've got real worries about them. Yeah,
trash.
Yeah. I'm gonna put these up on the screen real quick in order, Dutch, and you can just let me know quick.
Nah, you don't gotta do all that. You don't gotta do all that. I'm fucking with Brooklyn with the points. I lean that way, and ain't no way in hell. I like the Clippers, man. I like the Clippers with the points. I think it's up to 6 now. I got it at 5.5, but I believe you get 6 out there. So I like the Clippers, man. I just think they're the Minnesota ants calling motherfuckers out in the lock. They're too immature over there, you know. It's okay to be like no filter and you know, now it's just like maturity questions now. And then you bring Julius Randle in there, which was probably the worst fucking thing you could do to a future star. You know, I mean, let's be real. Like, let's be real. So Gobert always gets the finger pointed at him, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't like what I see coming from Ant. I sure as hell don't like what I'm seeing getting from that fucking left-handed chucking 3 Randle motherfucker, man. He don't got no juice. These boys look old, sloppy. They don't even what Ant said. He's like, we soft to each other. We can't be real with each other. So they can't keep it real with each other without them getting in their feelings. And you know it's true because this motherfucker just says whatever is on his mind. So I believe it, and I believe the Clippers play good defense. Will make this team you know, try to beat them, you know, playing actual basketball, not just trying to go down and chuck it up each and every time like Ant's been doing. So yeah, I like the Clippers. I think they lied to win the game. Anything more than 2 possessions is good money.
I agree with you on that, Dutch. They said my guy Dutch looked like Plies, man. What's going
fuck
on?
that?
Wow.
Ah, baby.
What?
How's
Who the
that
fuck
for
is
a
Plies?
comparison?
Oh my god, bro.
That's funny for that.
Oh,
Plies. Is that little ass motherfucking goon rapper, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Busted baby, busted. That's how one,
Yeah.
right? With Neo, right? Yeah, you get the fuck out of here, bro. You high on turkey, boy. You ate too much goddamn turkey. Saying I look like a midget fucking black dude with no hair. The fuck? Mo, you supposed to be my guy too. God damn.
Right. That's
Oh,
The fuck? Plies.
oh man, that was hilarious, dude. All right, let's keep going.
that's funny, bro. They crazy.
I shave off my
Raptors
beard.
and
That's
Heat.
what I get. Plies?
You're right. That's cold. That's cold. That's funny.
This one didn't move too much on the side, but that total dropped from 227.5 down to 219. Still same guys out for Toronto. Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk quickly, and Grady Dick. For Miami, Jimmy is game time. Duncan Robinson. Oh, they're both probable. Rozier also probable, and Kevin Love is the truly questionable one. I'm gonna go to you first, Wham Bam. I feel like the Heat are trying to make up some ground here, and I don't know. I don't want to bet against the Heat right now. It's kind of how I feel, but the Raptors have also been scrappy. What do you think about this game?
Yeah, I do like the Heat a little bit in this game. And we know this is one of those teams that is going to find themselves up and down throughout the season. You know, they've been down for a while, so this would be a good time for them to start to pick it back up against a team that's been kind of giving it up all year. The total is telling us that it's going to be a slow grind game. The boy Jimmy Butler haven't been able to get success in the free throw line over the last few games, but I think he could get to it today. These guys foul a lot. They don't really play the good defense here. And as far as the boy Terry Rozier, he heated up the game before. Was bad in the last game. 1 for 5 from 3. I think if they continue to allow him to shoot the ball and he continues to get the opportunity to shoot the ball more than as he's been, he's going to be able to make some of those. So I like to target Terry Rozier in this game too. So I'm starting to think Terry Rozier is going to be able to go over his points, which is set, I believe, around 11.5, if I'm not mistaken. 10. I'm sorry, it's 11 points, 10.5. I like his points to go over, and then I do think that this is possibly a first quarter game for the Miami Heat here. I just think the Raptors are not that good when they come on the road in the first quarter here. I just think that's a good bet against spot here for them. So maybe the Heat maybe just simple as the Heat first quarter, and Terry Rozier to go 11 points.
You're muted, bro.
God damn, I keep doing that. Babano, your guys in the North, they made you some cash, like we said last time. They've been pretty scrappy. It's just a little bit too many points here tonight.
It is, I think, because I took Charlotte against Miami the other night, plus the points, and Heat barely survived and hung on and won that game. And all the Raptors do is battle, take it down to the wire, and often lose, unless they play the New Orleans Pelicans, where they actually finally, for a change, led wire to wire and one going away. But most of the time, they end up, being right there with a chance at the end, but they fall just short. And look, they are healthier than they were early in the season, and that certainly helps as well for this Raptors team. So, yeah, I like their effort. And I think effort might be enough to stay inside the number, because Miami, too, in the bigger home favorite range, and this goes back to last year, hasn't always been great. So, yeah, I'll be back on Toronto, +8.
All right. Dutchy, you last up here. Is it the guys in the North, or is it the Heat?
Yo, real talk, man. I'm thinking, like, I need what that fucking Mohair's smoking on. He got me turned into Plies. Like, what the fuck? I can't get that one out of my head. That's just funny, bro. Yeah, I don't have nothing on this game, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Miami and laying 8. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Back with this motherfucker. Let me hear the jingle, Skee.
Is that for your health?
You won't get higher.
Charles White telling me to take a compliment. God damn, that's. I never thought I'd hear that shit. I never thought I'd hear that. Hear that
Let's
day.
take a compliment.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
Problem
All
is, some
right.
people don't think of plies as complementary material. So
Boston and Chicago
Bean
opened up
tail.
Boston minus 8.5. They're now 11.5 or 12-point favorite. Total went from 238.5 to 243. And injuries for this game, we
Yeah,
have Cornette game time for the Bulls. It looks like Kobe White is game time, along with Terry and Jalen Smith. No Patrick Williams for them. I want to go to Babano first here because the first thing that comes to my mind is the market is absolutely right with the total. We know the Bulls play fast. Celtics can score on really anybody. I think. I mean, we just saw 3 Bulls games, maybe 3 of the last 4 have like 250 plus. Are you in agreement with this market move on the total?
oh yeah, this is my favorite total. Easily my favorite total is over. There's going to be a points explosion. Last time they played, there was a shit ton of points head to head as well. Celtics and Bulls. I don't see what changes here. We've talked all year about Chicago playing this much faster pace. We know that. And the one thing too is their turnovers can sometimes get them into trouble, and that's where Boston absolutely can crush you. You know, at the other end with those easy transition points and easy open looks because your set defense is not in place. So it's just got a makings, I think, of an offensive back and forth affair because we saw it last time. So yeah, over and it's a high total, but very high for a reason. 238.5 actually looked very, very light. Even at 243, 243.5, I think there's still room for it to get over the total. Definitely like over here with Boston and Chicago.
All right, I'm in agreement with that. Dutchy, do you? I know you're not betting the Bulls. You might be. You might be. What you doing with this game?
The fuck, bro? The fuck? You think I'm fading? When the hell have you ever seen me be on Chicago Bulls fading against Beantown? Now, goddamn it, if there ain't never been levels to some shit, ski, this is when you should have motherfucking had the levels hoodie on. Break that motherfucker out, bro, because god damn it, pick a number, and that's what the Celtics would do. Shit, like I said, us four, and we bring one bum off the bench, and we dropping 100 on the Chicago Bulls, man. So pick a number. I'm going team total over with the Bulls, man. I mean with the Celtics. I really think the Bulls have absolutely nothing for them. I mean, I guess they're trying to win. I don't know if Lonzo's playing or not. I mean,
He
I
is.
guess yeah. Okay, so maybe he actually, his defense actually, is impressive to me. But outside of that, he ain't shit. But yeah, they got no rim protection. They don't guard the perimeter. They're just trying to outshoot you. And you ain't out shooting the Boston Celtics, believe that. So I probably look at JT's threes. Might do a little prop thing, but team total over Boston Celtics, good money.
Well, Ben, we all seem to think it's gonna be points in this game.
Yeah.
Is that how you see it, or you what you rocking with here?
Man, it's the bald head guru. We already know his name. We say his name when we're trying to get paid. Y'all know who he is out there. It's the bald head guru, my boy, my dog, Derek White, aka Caillou. We'll get it done for us again, like he does it before. Over 3.5 threes, shooting about 9 to 8 of them every game, 40% from the field. The best sharpshooter for the team if you're not Cornette or any of those other boys that get fired sometimes. But it's the boy Derek White. He's going to be out there. Let's get the over 3.5 threes. Pritchard cool. Yeah, I like Pritchard. Pritchard, he shoot them long half court jumpers. I know he got that. But yeah, Derek White, man, this team is just unstoppable, like you guys are saying. They're going to be able to score on this team. It's going to be a lot of possessions. Derek White is going to get over this total from 3.5 threes plus 110.
All right, good stuff. Let's keep it going. We have 2 more games left on the slate. Thunder, Lakers. Lakers opened as the 1-point favorite. OKC now -3. Total went up a point from 229.5 to 230.5. Injury report for OKC. Caruso out, Zhang out, Chet out, Jalen Williams, the big man, is out. Flagler's game time decision. For the Lakers, no Vanderbilt, no Christian Wood. You do have Jackson Hayes, doubtful. Connect and AD are both probable. Um, we're going to Wham Bam first here. You know we doing the Laker games, man. Connect in the starting lineup. Lakers look good. Connect out the starting lineup. They look like they don't know how to play basketball. He should be starting there tonight, but they have a tough opponent. We view it, Wham Bam.
Tough opponent, but it's all about spacing. It's all about allowing AD to cook, not getting those double teams out there quick to him, and then being able to run back down on defense because they transition defense suck. They terrible down low. They need to have everybody set. Lakers suck, bro. If they don't be able, if you could be able to exploit them, and this team is as constructed, you can't throw. You can only throw one thing at them, and then they can't fix it. They can't fix it until the next game or until the next fucking possession or something like that. So or the next quarter or something like that. I think the Lakers is hard to trust here. I know it's hard to trust. One thing we forgot to mention all day is that this is still the tournament games. Some of these teams care, some teams don't. We've seen the Lakers didn't care last game, and that was the game that they didn't have the boy starting. I think the boy starting is helping out here. I do want to just focus in on him particular. Obviously, he's been pretty solid once he's available to bet on. And so that's kind of the only person that I want to target outside of D'Lo. Don't get me wrong, D'Angelo Russell has been sneaky. D'Lo has been actually sneaky. He's been playing pretty well as of late as well. So it's the boy Austin Reeves has been a little bit up and down. I think he's the third man out of these two today. Maybe even he could bump one of these guys out the bunch too. So the trucks is hard for the Lakers, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm pretty sure I'm betting the Lakers money line tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be betting the Lakers money line. I cannot talk y'all into it. It's hard to trust the Lakers, but I think they're gonna win this game, and they're gonna win this group after winning this game. So yeah, give me the Lakers, but I'm not taking the Lakers officially. I'm just gonna bet them later on. I haven't bet them yet, but no. It's hard to trust y'all. It's just hard to trust the Lakers. I don't want to give y'all that Lakers. I know y'all. I'm a fan. It's kind of biased, but whatever.
Gotta go to Dutch. Have a feeling. He might want to be a Thunder buddy tonight. We'll see. Dutchy, what you thinking about Thunder Lakers?
Yeah, man. Shout out to our shout out to the KC. I see you, KC. Keeping it kind today. Keeping it kind. BJ in the building. He liking the Lakers show. He liking the Lakers, man. Not me. God damn it. I learned my motherfucking lesson. I'm not betting them fugazi ass motherfuckers. Come on, man. OKC might be the best thing going. They out there thinking like no one really respects them still. Now they got Hartenstein back. They got a big man. Wait till Chet Holmgren get back. This shit ain't even gonna be funny, man. Honestly, wait till Chet. This shit'll be ridiculous. Jalen Williams, man, he nice. You got Shea playing just smooth as it gets. I don't know what the fuck y'all motherfuckers laughing at, but most definitely, I'm not overthinking this shit. You know, the Fugazi ass NBA fuckery could jump in this bitch, you know. But at the end of the day, OKC's night and day better than the LA Lakers. And you give me 3 points to the motherfucking window, man. Thunder buddy. Talk to him, Bobano.
Oh yeah, Oklahoma City. But the thing is, I got a better number and a better price than what's out there right now. So minus what? Look, I don't love that it's up to 3.5. But you know, this morning it was minus 125. Where did that price go? But that's what I took, money line on Oklahoma City minus 125. I think they win this one. That being said, the Lakers did give them trouble last year. I do want to remind people of that. Last year in the head-to-head, 3 wins for the Lakers over the Thunder. But I think the Thunder have that resonating in the back of their minds tonight going into this game. This is an even better Thunder team this year compared to last year. And I think this is their chance to, and this is the Lakers still. Say what you will about the ups and downs and the inconsistencies. Still the Lakers, and it's still a team that is one of the best in the NBA that knows damn well going into this game we lost all 3 games against the Lakers. I think they turn it around tonight and a little payback. Thunder to get the job done here.
Damn. Dutch and Babano said they about to whoop some ass tonight. We shall see. I'll be on a player prop. I like Hardenstein over 10.5 rebounds. He's hit it 2 out of 3 games. The one game he didn't start, I believe. And he's hit it 4 straight times versus Lakers, even when he played on a different team. So I like him to grab some boards tonight. Next game up, last game on the board, we'll go Kings and Blazers. This one opened up Kings -5. They're now 7.5-point favorite. Total from 224.5 to 226. Injuries. Crawford and Jones game time decision for Sacramento. No DeRozan, no Carter, no Lyles, and Jones and Crawford are actually probable. For the Blazers, looks like Chris Murray, Jeremy Grant. Chris Murray game time, Jeremy Grant doubtful, Robert Williams III doubtful, Klingen out, Tybalt out. So missing a couple bigs, missing some scoring for this Blazers team. But Dutch, I don't even think I care. I mean, this Kings team is top heavy whenever they're missing one of the guys they need, like DeRozan or Monk or whatever. There's no way I could bet the Kings. Expect them to win close to double digits. Can you?
Nah, man, nah. But I ain't betting the motherfucking Portland Trailblazers either. I'll tell you that. So yeah, shout out to Saturated. You know, Charles White's got it though. He's got this one. Back with this motherfucker.
Is bad for your health.
Babano, I know you got a little bit of something. It's a dirty, ugly game. What did you find?
Oh, if this keeps on climbing, I'm going to take Portland at some point in this basketball game. This Sacramento team laying a number like that. And I liked Sacramento the other night against Minnesota. I just thought Minnesota kind of falling apart. Tough spot, too. It was, I think, a back-to-back for them. Sacramento went in there, beat them outright, 115-104. It's 3.5-point underdogs. But before that, this team was, remember, 0-4 straight up and against the spread. One of those losses was a double-digit home favorite to Brooklyn, 108-103. They lost outright as favorites to Atlanta. They have just not had a whole lot of consistency. One game below 500, 5-4 on the road. Portland's actually been decent at home, 4-4. If you look at the Blazers, they swept Minnesota in a back-to-back at home. They beat Atlanta at home. They've actually won each of their last 3 home games. They got blown out by Memphis on this floor, but Memphis in a bit of a different stratosphere. But they've won 3 in a row here at the Moda Center prior to this game tonight. So, yeah, they can bet Sacramento all they want. Not with my money, as Teddy Covers would say. I'm looking at Portland, and I'm just going to wait, see if this number climbs a little bit more. But whatever it is right before tip-off, we're going to grab a little Portland here.
Wham Bam, any kind of gems in this Kings-Blazers game?
Man, he gave you way more than you need. Back with this motherfucker.
Is bad for your health.
Nah, I agree. That game is kind of dirty, man. So we got through the entire card. Did it in a pretty good time, 38 minutes. So now it's about time to move it on over to best bets. First up, like we always do, first batter is Wham Bam. Let the people know what you think is the best way to get paid.
Pelicanos suck, man. Memphis team total over 122 points, -115. Best bet. Last 10 games went over 8 of those games, and they're going up against a terrible team. So give me 122 over for Memphis team total.
All right, then we'll slide it to Babano. He's gonna let you know what's the best way to get to the window.
Yeah, I'm torn between a couple of bets here as far as best bet, but I'm going to go with the by default I got to go with these Raptors here. +8. Actually, there's an 8.5 out there. Toronto Raptors +8.5. I was going to go Boston Chicago over is my favorite bet, but it's just moved a little bit too much. So we'll go Toronto Raptors instead +8.5. Again, they've been an ATS machine. This team, you would not think with the obviously the terrible straight up record that they have that the Raptors would be so far ATS this year 13-6, against the number. But here they are. They've been good on this road, recent games on the road. Let's not forget they took the Celtics to the wire. They took the Pistons to the wire. Obviously, they had the win with New Orleans and Miami in this bigger home favorite range. Just not really trustworthy of them right now. So Toronto to do what they do, and that's battle for 48 minutes. Toronto plus 8.5. Best bet.
Good stuff from Babano. And for myself, I will go with the player prop I talked about not long ago. We're going Isaiah Hartenstein over 10.5 rebounds. Like I said, he's cleared it 4 straight times versus the Lakers. They're minus a couple of big men in OKC, so they're definitely going to need him there tonight. He'll play a good amount of minutes as long as he can stay out of foul trouble. And the one game he didn't hit, I'm pretty sure is the one he didn't start. So Hartenstein over 10.5 rebounds, my best bet for the show today. And last but not least, slide it to my guy Dutchie. Let him know what the freshest look of the day is and take us home.
Yeah, man. Freshest look. God damn it. We're going to Minnesota, man. Not even them motherfuckers like each other. And we fading the fuck out of the Timberwolves. Clippers Nation, bro. Believe it. Plus 5.5, plus 6, whatever you get, man. They might win the goddamn outright. They won 6 out of the last 7 games. Hey, they're playing good basketball, man. And Minnesota is not. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all have a great holiday weekend. Be thankful, motherfuckers. Be thankful. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest.
You guys ready? It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.